Hi everyone. The problem that we are going to solve now involves the input table gymlog. This table has below columns, that is the entry date and did attend, which has the value y or n. So basically this indicates whether the user attended the gym on a particular date or the user did not attend the gym on a given date. So it maintains the log of the gym entry, whether the user attended the gym or not. So that is the input. Talking about the output, we need the date ranges, that is the start date till the end date in which the status is attended or did not attend. So for example, if we see the input entries, the user attended the gym for 3 consecutive days from 1st January till 3rd January. So the start date will be 1st, okay, and end date will be 3rd January, and the status will be attended. So this is kind of getting the status for consecutive days with same status. Then the user did not attend the gym for 2 days, that is from 4th to 5th. So start date will be 4th, end date will be 5th, status will be did not attend. Similarly, on 6th, the entry is Y. So, and there is no other days after that. So the start and end date will be the same and status will be attended. And finally, for 7, 8, 9, the user did not attend the gym. So that's why the start date is 7, end date is 9th January, and the status is did not attend. So we have to get this output. So let us see how we can formulate the solution. To do so, first we will discuss what approach we can take. So what we will do is, let's copy this input data into an Excel sheet. Okay. Now to solve this problem, we have a trick that we will be using. Okay. So first of all, what we will do is, we will get the rank function, the rank window function used. We will partition based on this did attend, based on the status y or n. So we will partition on this column and we will order by this column. So how the rank will come? It will be 1, 2, 3, because this is a different group. Y is a different group. So maybe I'll highlight in a different color. Okay, so this and then this will be 4. For n, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this will be our first step to get the ranking based on the grouping of this status, okay, and ordering based on the date. So once we have done this, the next step will be, we will subtract days from this entry date, and that subtraction will be equal to the number of days in the rank. So what that means is, from 1st January, we will subtract 1 day. So this will be 31st December. Similarly, if we subtract 2 days from 2nd January, it will be 31st December. If we subtract 3 days from 3rd January, it will be 31st December. So this way, this group will have the same date. Now, if we subtract 4 from 6th January, it will be 2nd January. This will form a different group. Okay, so this will form a different group. So that's why this will create one consecutive. So basically we are focused on creating this grouping. Okay, so for all the, this will be kind of the group number date, we can say. For all the days that are consecutive, we will get the same date in this group column. Okay, similarly here, if we subtract 1 day, if we subtract 1 day from 4th January, it will be 3rd January. If we subtract 2 days from 5th January, again it will be 3rd January. So again this will be having same group date. Okay. So likewise, wherever we have the consecutiveness, the date is consecutive and these numbers are consecutive, we will get the same group. So this is the main crux of the problem here. If we can get for all the consecutive days a single group, okay, then we have kind of solved the main part of the problem. Because once we have done that, what finally we need? We need the start date, we need the end date, and the status. So, for example, if we consider this group, so this is user attended group. So here we can use the mean function on this column entry date and get the 1st January as the start date on this group. And similarly, on this group, if we use the max date, we can get 3rd January and the status will be Y. So once we do the grouping, we can get this date range. So we will use this approach to solve this problem. Okay, so let's get started and write the query. Okay, so we will operate now on this input table, that is gym log. Okay, so as a first step, what we will do is we will have all the columns retained and we will add a row number function. We'll use the row number window function. Over we will partition by this status column, that is did attend, and we will order by the date, that is the entry date. Let's call this as RNK. Okay, so let's see the output. So once we execute this, this is the output that we have. Okay, so what I will do is we will also order this by the entry date so that it is easy to understand. So let's run it again. So as we see, whatever we had formulated the approach, same we have implemented. So for Y status is, it is showing the rank separately as we have partitioned based on the status. So this is having 1, 2, 3 and the fourth one is here. Similarly for N, this is 1, 2 and last two entries are 3, 4. Okay. So now we have achieved the first part. The next part that we have to do is we have to get the grouping column. So how we will achieve the grouping column? We will subtract the rank number of days from the entry date. Okay. So what we will do is there is no, okay, so there is no date subtraction function that is available. Like we cannot subtract the day. We have date add. Okay, so date add is used to add the number of days to a given date. So this same function, if we can use the negative sign, we can also use it for subtracting the days. So we want to subtract the day, we want to subtract the day that is same as minus RNK. So this many days we want to subtract from the entry date column. Okay, and this let's call it as group date column. Okay, and we will have to use this entire thing as there is no rank column here. So this is what we will use, and let's run and see the result here. Okay, so this is the output we have now. So we have created the group date as well. So wherever we have subtracted a rank number of days from the entry date and we have got the group date column for each of the entries. So wherever there is consecutive status that is present, we have the same group date that is available. Okay, so that is the way whatever we had formed the approach, same we have implemented here. So now what we will do is we will do a grouping based on the status and the group date, and we will find the mean and max from the entry date. So that will give us the start and end date. Okay, so what we will do is, let's make this as a city. Let's call it as gym city as this, and we will operate on this data. Okay, so now what we will do is, we will do a grouping. That is, we will group by the status column, that is did attend, and group date. Okay. And in the output columns, what we will do is, we will apply the aggregation function, that is mean of entry date. So this will give us the start date. Max of entry date, this will give us the end date. And also we will have the status, that is did attend. Okay, so let's run this once. uh, okay, did attend spelling is not correct here, so let's run it again. um, okay, the order by clause is invalid in views. Okay, we have to remove this order by clause from here, so that we had used for our reference purpose to see the details easily. Now let's run it. So we have got the data, we have got the output. So it's only now the thing that is left is, we have to just change these labels. So what we will do is, we will use a case condition. So case when this condition is y, we will add the label attended, else did not attend. And we can add it as the attend status. The column name we can name it as attend status. Okay, so now let's, and also one more thing, let's order it by the start date, so that it gives the right results, so that it is easy to view. Let's run this. So now we have reached to the output that we were looking for. Okay, so this user attended the gym for first 3 days. So from 1st January till 3rd January, status is attended. The user did not attend the gym from 4th till 5th, so that status is did not attend. On 6th, the user attended, so 6th start date ended, attended, and finally from 7th to 9th, the user did not attend. So in that date range, the status is did not attend. So we have achieved the final result. So this is the query that we have written. So the main focus here is getting this group date column. Okay, so after having used the trick and getting the group date, the same group date for all the consecutive days with the same status, we can easily find out the final solution. So this is the query that we have written. So please go through it. If you have any alternate solution, please post it in the comments. The create table statement and insert table statement will be added in the description. And if you found this video useful, please like the video and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.